Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Salotto Italiano. Tonight we have Maurizio Di Cicco here from Settebello
Hello.
Pizzeria in Las Vegas. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you for having me.
And
Thank you.
tonight, of course, we're going to talk about Neapolitan pizza, right?
Yeah.
So, Maurizio, you are at Settebello Pizzeria.
Correct.
When did you decide to become a pizzaiolo?
6 years ago, when we moved in the United States, and I started working for Settebello as a dishwasher. And then when I was finishing my shift, I was going to help like Carmen and the other pizza makers. And I never realized how great the job is. And I say, that's a great job, and I learned for free. Like I wasn't even getting paid, and that's how I learned.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're from Campania,
Molise.
from Molise
Molise,
originally?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your accent, it's very strong.
There is? Okay.
It's very strong.
Sorry about that.
You sound Neapolitan though.
Okay. Yeah, because my town is close to the Campania region.
Campania border, yes.
We're closer to Naples than Campobasso.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yes. So you have to become a pizzaiolo. It was in the
stars.
stars.
Yeah, it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
So how has your heritage made an impact in your career?
Like most of the family in the South, we all of us, I think, we have a piece of land.
Mm-hmm.
So we grow anything, like my family, animals, anything. So I grew up eating great food, great cheeses, great meat.
Produce, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Tomatoes.
So
yeah.
that probably helps
Olive
with
oil.
yeah.
Yes.
By the way, that olive oil was great. So I think that helps
a lot.
Yeah, like the company, like choosing the right product and stuff, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Exactly. Yes, fresh ingredients,
Yeah.
and you have the heritage in your blood.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
So at Settebello Pizzeria, they serve Neapolitan pizza.
Yeah.
Right. Can you summarize for us a little bit the history of pizza?
So pizza was born in, everybody said that pizza was born in the 1800 with the margherita, but it's false because the very first pizza was born in the 1600, and it was a focaccia. It was just a flatbread with lard, caciocavallo, and oregano. So that was the very first pizza, and because the mozzarella they started making mozzarella in the 1700. So and then we got the margherita. Everybody knows the history of the Queen Margherita.
With the Queen Margherita
Yeah.
was done.
That was the
celebrate.
first marketing act
Yes.
of marketing.
Exactly. Yes.
Because then everybody was, I want the pizza that the Queen ordered. You know. Yeah. No, seriously. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, and of course the colors of the Italian flag
Yeah.
with
the
the green, the white, and the red.
And that place is still open.
Yeah.
Yes,
where they
Seria brand. Yeah.
Yes, where they created the first margherita pizza,
Yeah.
of course. Now, talking about the pizza, of course, there are different varieties. Being here in United States, there is the New York style pizza. Of course, there is also Chicago dish. Can you just give us a little bit of like the main differences between the New York style pizza and the Neapolitan pizza?
So, when the first Italian came in the States in the 1800, a lot of pastries, they start doing pizzas.
Yes.
But they were not pizzaioli back home, so they start making pizza with whatever they find, and they found oregano, mozzarella, tomato sauce. That's it. So also now we can import our oven in a couple of weeks from Italy.
Oh.
Back then they didn't have oven.
Of course, yeah.
So they didn't have a
yes.
1,000-degree oven, and that's how they start making this pizza that now it's New York pizza. So what's the difference is that before a pizza took like right now, the New York pizza it took like 5 minutes to cook, and it doesn't have a lot of like ingredients that we use.
Of course.
Like, you know, we use buffalo, special ingredients.
Yes.
I mean, right now you can use that stuff on the pizza too. But yeah, that's the difference. Also, the New York pizza is
of course it's bigger.
like 20 inches.
Yes.
And And also, I don't think you can finish a New York pizza by yourself.
No, definitely not.
You can finish two pizzas, Neapolitan pizza by yourself because it's really light.
Well, yes, I guess the dough has a main impact on
Yeah,
on the
like
Neapolitan pizza.
the New York pizza dough, it's a little heavier.
Yes.
That's all I like to say because working on 20 inches pizza, it's really hard if your dough it's really soft. So they use a flour that has a lot of protein. It's a high gluten.
Of course,
which is the flour that sometimes I used to use for desserts, for crostata, biscotti, because it's a really high protein flour. It's like 25%. The 00 flour that we use has like 10% of protein.
Protein, okay.
So that's why our pizza is people say soggy, but I like to say it's juicy. It's really soft.
Okay.
So it's really it's really light. Yeah.
Great. Now let's talk about the tomato sauce that it's on goes on the top of the Neapolitan pizza. Now is it fresh tomatoes or is actually a sauce, a cooked sauce?
No, those are simple peeled tomatoes, Italian peeled tomatoes. Yeah. So we just squeeze them. And
that's exactly one of the difference with the New York style pizza. They use tomato sauce, which is already cooked. So it's a more of a process. And all that stuff. But, okay, so fresh tomatoes, just squeezed and
peeled tomatoes. Yeah, from Mercato San Severino right now.
Oh, that's great!
Yeah.
All right, so fresh tomatoes. Fresh mozzarella, I suppose, and of course basil, and fresh olive oil, extra virgin olive oil necessary. So all fresh ingredients, nothing processed.
No,
that's the yes.
Yeah.
Now, would you consider pizza a healthy meal? And of course, talking about Neapolitan pizza.
It doesn't kill you. Okay.
But that's a good start.
No, because I don't like to say it's a healthy because it's not healthy. And but if you get yourself a margherita pizza once a week, twice a week, you're fine. But if you get a pizza with sausage, pancetta, extra mozzarella every day,
of course,
it's bad. But if I have to choose, I gotta go out to get a McDonald's or my pizza, I'll get my pizza.
Well, of course.
But
I suppose in terms of fresh ingredients again, and not processed, so it is definitely healthier.
Yeah, we try our best to get Luckily, we're close to California and Mexico, so we get our produce from Mexico, basil, arugula. So we try to get the freshest things ever.
Ingredients,
tomatoes, So
now, this is actually quite a funny question. What are the challenges that you find working in a pizzeria in Las Vegas?
So, first of all, competition, because there is a lot of pizza places, and I think the second challenge is to educate the customers. So, because no offense, but we have people that from Kansas, from Louisiana, that live in Vegas. No offense again, but they don't know what we do.
Yes, so sometimes
like I didn't know from the little town of Molise what sushi was, and I didn't like it. Now I know what it is, and I love it. So that's our challenge, to educate what we do.
Exactly.
Like people know the Mexican food, the history, like the very basic stuff, and that's our challenge to explain them what we really do.
Yes.
Because a lot of people think the pizza is pizza. It's expensive. No, let's go to another place. No, we make our product. We work really, really hard.
Of course, yes.
Every day, because every day it's
well, it is our work. Yes, starting from early morning, the dough. Yes, exactly. So now talking about the dough, I know that there are some mistakes that can be made while having or preparing the dough. Could you name some of the mistakes that are most commonly made?
So there is a lot of shortcuts. That's how I like to call it, shortcuts. Those are people that don't know how to work with pizza. And like I say, our dough it's really soft to toss, and a lot of pizza maker they leave their dough in the fridge.
Okay.
And then it's really easy to toss because it's hard as the rock, So what happens is that you get that pizza with, our pizza too has those black spots, but it's the pizza that it's from the fridge. She has those black spots huge.
Okay.
So, and that's a reaction that the starch has that
So
it's not an edible because you can eat it.
No, of course.
But it doesn't look.
But it doesn't.
Good, you know.
It doesn't look good. So the dough has to be at room temperature to be worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
How long before? Let's say, for example, I'm a home cook, and I would like to prepare pizza.
Yeah.
I have my dough in the refrigerator. How long before I cook it, I should take it out of the fridge to make it at room temperature?
If your house is 75 degrees, I want to say like 3 hours.
3
4
hours,
hours.
2 or 3 hours. Okay, 3 or 4 hours. Good. Now, the dough has to rise.
Yeah.
Okay. Normally, how many? Again, if I make my dough, how many hours should I have the dough?
Like
to prepare? Yes, so that it rises.
For our pizza, the pizza Napoletana has to be a minimum of 8 hours, but I don't like it. I like to do at least 24 hours.
24 hours,
the dough
okay.
is really light, you digest sooner, you know. So you
It's-
can bring even to 48 hours, and if you manage like to put it in the fridge and then take it out, otherwise more than 48 hours, like it becomes sour. Personally, I don't like it.
Okay, of course,
Yeah.
not.
Like sometimes we roll it because I want to throw away. We roll it. We make some bread.
Yes.
And if the bread is not good, I'll make breadcrumbs because
Of course.
I-
Well,
I
in
really-
the
I really like don't throw out
in the
anything.
restaurant you have to,
Seriously.
of course,
No, yeah.
you have to use everything.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the main difference between in the New York style pizza and a Napolitan pizza, because the crust has some air pockets, and that's
Yeah.
due to the long hours
Yeah.
that it's outside.
Also, what else the pizza to rise
for
like
the yeast.
really good is the temperature of the oven.
Yes.
So
So what is the temperature in your oven?
it has to be at least 1,000 degree, 900.
900
hurt.
Fahrenheit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If your pizza comes crispy, it means that they don't do a good job with the oven. So
It's a lower temperature,
Yeah.
or it's a higher
lower
temperature.
So if your oven is like 700, the pizza loses the humidity.
Okay.
Yeah. So it becomes crispy.
Of course.
And flavors, it's the same. You know, personally, I like the pizza when it's like soft. You know,
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
of people like being here in America. It's okay that there's our pizza like be like super crispy, well done, and it's okay. You know, like
It's still a
doesn't
good
change the
pizza, but it's
flavor,
just,
yeah.
I mean, you can't probably call it
Yeah.
Napolitan pizza because it's not, the Napolitan pizza is not crispy,
Yeah.
of course.
yeah.
Now, talking about some strange requests that you got at the restaurant, can you just name, of course, you can't name names, but can you
No,
just
I
tell
don't
us
remember the name.
tell us, like, one of the strangest requests you had, apart from, I'm sure, having ketchup on the pizza. That's
No,
probably one
ketchup,
of-
no.
No? Okay.
Ranch.
French
honey,
sauce. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah, this time you know we have prosciutto crudo.
Yes.
Yeah. So I like to put prosciutto crudo after probably everybody, you know.
Yes.
And they send this pizza back because they say that the prosciutto was crudo, was raw.
Bro.
And yeah, so yeah.
Okay, that's one of them. How about pineapple? Do you get any
Yeah,
requests
all
of
the
pineapple?
time, all the times, yeah.
And what do you do? Do you refuse?
We don't have it.
We don't have it. Okay,
yeah.
you just like, we don't serve pineapple.
We don't. I
That's
mean,
fine.
if
That's a good answer.
I will make a dessert pizza with pineapple. to
Of
be
course,
honest,
yeah,
you
a
know.
sweet pizza, yes.
I
that
think it
makes-
will sell. And
Yes.
but as a like pizza, like main pizza with mozzarella, no.
I'm happy.
No.
Yes. That's
And
good
it's
to know.
okay. I don't judge. You guys, I'm fine. You know.
Now, what is your favorite pizza?
I want to say the salsicce e friarielli.
Okay, can you explain friarelli for the people who don't
broccoli raw.
Okay, and that's
Yeah.
a sausage and friarelli. It's a traditional pizza.
It is, but I don't know why, but it's my favorite. Like the combination of the bitters of the broccoli and the sausage, and it's just magic. Yeah,
Magic.
seriously. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so to conclude our interview,
Oh, we're
on a
done.
almost on a more personal note instead, and this is a question that I ask every single guest speaker here.
Okay.
If you were to identify yourself with something that is Italian, like an Italian brand, like a car brand, or a region, or a food item, what would you be and why?
I want to be Sicily.
Sicily, okay. Why
I
would
worked
you?
in Sicily
You
6
worked
years,
Sicily,
yeah.
okay.
And it's a beautiful land.
Mm-hmm.
And he has mountains, ocean.
Is a diverse territory.
The food is unbelievable. They have desserts, seafood, meat, cheeses, bread. They have everything. So
Great.
I think
Sicily will be yours.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. History.
Perfect. So one last
Mafia.
thing before we go is that we would like to present you with a certificate.
No way.
Yes.
Thank you. Non me l'hai detto questo.
This is a surprise.
Thank you.
È un certificato di riconoscimento presented to you, Maurizio, in gratitude for your efforts in promoting the Italian culture within the Las Vegas community.
Thank you.
And for your talent and innovation.
Too
So
good.
thank you so much for being here, and thank you for participating at Salotto Italiano.
Grazie. Thank you.
And we'll definitely come and taste the pizza at Settebello Pizzeria. Thank you again.
Thank you. Grazie.